Bureaucracy would also work.
I ain't trained in no bureaucracy. I hate the bureaucracy. It's like my version of the patriarchy.
And this is a fairly easy roll. Anyone who knows anything about this planet knows that everything on this planet has to be branded with the Magpie brand.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So they just made it look like it was one of theirs.
It's illegal to sell anything on this planet that isn't branded Magpie.
Excellent. Okay. So they just found it and they branded it and made it all shiny looking.
Yeah, they took off all the casing and put on new chrome casing.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so how much is this gonna be for?
I'm starting off at about 7K, but I'm willing to negotiate.
7,000? Really?
She nods. Yep, I put a lot of work into it.
Is there anything particularly special about it? Because I've seen these go on back where I'm from for less than 1,000.
I mean,
you double check. Let me double check with Bezak on that real quick because the numbers are kind of off.
I know what the numbers in the book are. You have to understand pretext stuff. Functioning pretext stuff is mega rare.
Yeah, but it's in the book, so won't they take that into account when they were writing the book?
Oh yeah, there's rules for this, multipliers, depending on rarity and stuff. So yeah, you can give me a business roll.
She is willing to negotiate, so.
Yeah.
As
That's
far
what I
as
was starting to do
knowledge,
with my, that's what
price.
that starting conversation was.
So if you give me a business roll, you can get an idea of what you could reasonably pay for it.
Trivia, you want to help me out here?
Yeah,
I want your opinion on this.
Business?
Yeah, you're pretty used to weapons, so I'm sure you've probably seen something like this before.
Well, let's have a look. I examine the weapon. And do I roll something?
You said business roll.
Is that right, GMs?
Yeah, business
Yes.
roll. So, Pretech doesn't, you don't get it that often. And without, the price is pretty inflated, but you're not getting out for any less than a couple grand. Anywhere.
And while y'all are looking over it, she pulls out a screwdriver, or what appears to be a screwdriver, and goes to fiddle with the rifle as well, trying to make sure everything's tight. It looks almost like it's something she's put her heart and soul in.
Well, I know it's kind of rare, and I'm surprised you have it, so I could see paying, like 1,500. Should I roll like a what roll should I do for this kind of thing?
Business would get you more, and persuade could also work, but business would probably be more appropriate.
Okay. Okay.
Like, the question is, are you trying to charm her? Then that'd be persuade. If you're trying to negotiate,
I'm just trying to business negotiate, and then if that
business.
fails, I might try persuading. Oh goodness.
I'm sorry, I can't let this go for any less than 6,000.
Okay, I'm gonna try and persuade. Look, you had it in the back. You weren't even showing that you were selling it. How often do you get inquiries about a weapon like this here? I mean, I can go up. I mean, I might be willing to go up higher, but it'd be silly for you to have this and then just have it kind of sit there, and then you don't make any money off of it.
Well, for this one, I got it several years ago, and I've been fixing it up. fairly well. I've got it up to decent quality, what you see right now, but when I got it, it was a piece of junk. I've almost built it from scratch, basically.
Well, maybe can you meet me? Like, it's just kind of. I do appreciate the craftsmanship, but is there any way you can kind of just meet me a little bit more in the middle, more like, I don't know, like 3,500, something like that?
And you're still trying to charm her?
Oh no, he was doing business.
I was gonna do Well, I was gonna do a either a business. I don't know if that'd be a business or a persuade. I was commenting. I was trying to say that I thought she was doing a nice job, but the persuasion was kind of like how often do you get inquiries. But would that be a business role still?
I mean, it's not very tiring. I'll be nice and give you a persuade roll.
I didn't realize persuade was the same thing as seducing.
Well,
It doesn't have to be seduction. Just, charm. Haven't you ever told a old
Charisma.
lady she's, her hair is nice? It's not seducing.
Well, I commented on how I appreciate the craftsmanship, and she seems like she cares more about the weapon than like her outward beauty.
It doesn't hurt.
I mean, it could also come off as like weird to rent, like we're talking about a weapon, and then all of a sudden talk about the person instead. It's kind of bizarre. Anyway,
It's called the art of it all.
Every woman here who's ever been told she was pretty and thought it was weird, raise your hand.
That actually hasn't happened to me yet. Sorry. But I don't spend a lot of time ups, so.
She looks at you, she looks at the rifle. I'm not really feeling like going under 5,700. That's about the lowest I could go. I did just about build this from scratch. The base model came in and I had to fix it up. It took a good amount of time, a couple of years to put it together.
It kind of seems to me like she doesn't even want to sell it.
Hold on a second, GMs.
Lady, I get that you've got a lot of sentimental attachment to this rifle. You've put a lot of work into it, but to people like us, it's just a tool. We need it to do a job, and we're just simply not willing to pay you for your feelings that you have about the weapon.
Well, just hold on a second. Like, let's just. Abrasiveness never helped any business situation, so if we can make something work, we'll make something work.
I'm saying?
Well, she obviously feels like she put in a lot of quality time here, and I kind of agree. So, to just kind of discount that completely, I mean, time spent repairing something is worth labor cost.
I tell you what, I'll leave it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I've got about 5,500 credits on hand. Could you make it work for that?
She puts her hand on her chin and kind of thinks about it and puts her hand on her head, scratches her hair, and says, "Yeah, we can come to deal."
Great. Is there any sort of like warranty or like maintenance? I'm not exactly familiar with pre-tech maintenance kind of stuff, but it looks like you're quite knowledgeable.
For maintenance, I don't offer any warranties or whatnot, but if you bring it back and it's busted, I will repair it. Of course, for a fee, but
Yeah, is there any sort of general upkeep kind of stuff that I can do with it to make it kind of running longer?
This one should be okay. Just take it out, clean the barrel every now and then. It is a shear rifle, so you got to make sure everything's, all the atoms are in place. Make sure that it, doesn't misfire on you or anything.
All the gravitic resonators are aligned.
Yeah. All right. Well, and I think that'll work.
All right, and she'll put out her hand and offer to shake your hand.
Yep. He will shake it back.
And then she pulls out a contract, just a standard buyer's contract, just to make sure, because Magpie is Magpie, and there's Magpie logo all over the thing, and the pin is even in chrome.
Also, it's pre-tech. It's a good idea to have documentation.
Yeah. So that yeah. I'm assuming there's like copies, so I can have proof of ownership and stuff like that, since it's a gun sale.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's not even the fact that it's a gun, just the fact that it
and it's also
it
pre-tech.
can't
Yeah.
be built from scratch.
Yeah.
Generally, you
Yeah,
have to
she's
find parts in ruins.
yeah. It's a situation of where you can tell that she's put a lot of labor in it. It's one of those things she's built from probably frame or just bare bits and pieces of the frame, and pieced it together over the years.
All right, and that'll work.
Thank you very much. And then
Thank you.
She looks over at Toribio, and you wanted to sell the laser rifle for the combat rifle?
Actually, I'm not interested in selling this laser rifle. I'm interested in trading it.
Okay. For that, give me a business roll.
Can I use my charisma attribute for this instead of
Yeah.
intelligence?
Yeah, you can do that. Because this is like a one-on-one business thing. You're not in a business meeting, writing up contracts or anything.
Well, we could work something out. I could do the laser rifle to be a trade in and go down as a down payment for the rifle. It'll take about 200 off the price.
Have you? I'm sorry. Did you bring a rifle out to show me?
She then points over to her gun rack where there are like 10 different combat rifles.
Okay, I go over, pick out something in an intermediate caliber with a removable box magazine, something simple and robust. And I function check it, make sure that it works.
Are you looking at like magnetically accelerated weapons or just gunpowder?
The thing, the list thing says combat rifle. That's what the thing says.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a standard AK AR-15 standard style ballistic rifle.
So I take one of those and I function check it, and then I bring it over when I'm satisfied, and I say, how much for this one?
She looks at you and says, with your trade-in, I would take take an extra 100 credits on that.
What if I pay you 250 credits and you take care of this paperwork nonsense for me?
She scratches her eye, pointing up to the camera, subtly pointing up to the camera. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Alright, let me see the paperwork. I want to examine it. I want to know what it says.
She hands you the paperwork. And Bazak, that is a really interesting roll.
Well, look at the top section. The two bottom ones don't do anything because of what was rolled at the top.
What?
Huh?
GM rolls. He is commenting on. I have made special GM macros. But so, give me a business roll with intelligence.
Am I
Or
not
actually-
able to just read?
Yeah, no, you
What
don't
do the
even
words
need that.
say?
It's just a simple contract transferring ownership of the weapon to you. That's really all it is.
It's a transfer form.
Yeah. And really, it's a TL3 weapon, so I'm not even sure there's actually paperwork for that. They don't really care that much about TL3 weapons.
Yeah, so it's like a really, really short contract. It's literally just to stamp your name on there. This weapon
Says
is
you are
in
now the
standard
owner
order.
of this one. It gives the serial number and it says rifle, combat rifle, and it gives all the descriptions of the specifics for that model of rifle. And then
All
you
right.
just like stamp your signature.
All right, I fill it out and pass 100 credits across the table and take possession of my rifle. Oh, wait a minute! Wait. I want to trade ammo too. Do you sell ammo here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I want to trade these power pack. Oh, hang on a second. How does laser ammo work?
They get powered by a Type A power pack.
Okay. And how many bullets is in one? Where's that even at?
It depends on which weapon it's using because it's just like an energy pack, so different weapons have different power draws on it. Laser
well-
rifle, I think, is 10 shots per.
Yeah, a laser rifle has 20 shots per magazine.
She'll do a
Pistol
straight
has
swap
10.
with you.
Okay.
Alright.
It says my character sheet says under ammo it says 118. So that's like 5 and then like 90% of
partially
another
used
one.
power pack. Yeah, and you can recharge power packs.
So, yeah.
Okay, I've got 6 power packs. One's about 90% capacity. Will you trade these for six magazines of rifle ammo?
6 magazines and 5 credits, just to cover the, or not 5 credits, 2 credits to cover the little 95%, but that's, or the 90%, and that'll do it.
Fair enough.
Just as a curiosity, how did you learn how to work with pre-tech weapons?
Oh, a lot of it was by just tinkering around with it. That rifle alone was one of the ones that got me started and helped me get into it.
Wow, that's really cool.
There was also I also took a little bit of a course from Clarity and whatnot. It was kind of standard because I wanted to open this shop up.
With the Claridian Academy?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, well, I might look into that so I can, if I need to do any field repairs.
All right.
But yeah, thanks for the info and thank you for doing business with us.
Anytime, anytime.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
All right, you too. And
No,
about the same time as y'all turn your backs to the counter and start heading towards the door, you hear her literally going back to work the way she was when you came in. From the desk to the shelves, from the desk to the shelves.
Well, it was a little more expensive than I was hoping for, but at least I found what I was looking for.
It's worth it.
Well, it should be. It's a completely silent weapon, so it's it should be coming pretty handy.
Okay, so now we sideswipe over to Vera and Gemini.
I'd apologize for taking so long, guys, but it was hardly our fault.
Hey, now listen, Orkin Frame would give you a discount on anything in his shop, provided he had it in his shop.
Yeah, that was the problem. He didn't have it in his shop, so no dice.
Well, his particular stock
Stupid
is
law.
always in demand.
Save.
It's always in demand. It's always gone. Comes in and goes. He doesn't ever know what he has.
Maybe he
Goes
should
What are
just
the
have a
sisters
larger
doing?
supply of inventory. Then.
But
Endlessly wandering the streets of home.
yeah, so you guys,
Night has
I
fallen.
assume, do the same thing as them. Look up a car dealership or a vehicle dealership of some sort, and you head on over.
Specifically, I want to do research to find one that I know has explorers. They advertise them.
I mean, on this planet, everything is advertised under Magpie. You have to dig through miles of little tiny fine print to find what the sub company is that actually made it. But you spend
Well, I
the
mean,
time.
there's computers, right?
Yeah, so you spend the time doing
I'm
that.
trained in computers,
Yeah.
and just
So-
be like, searching specifically for that and seeing who sells it. Either if there's a Craigslist, whatever the space version of Craigslist is, or if the dealers like put on display in their catalog.
Yeah, so give me a computers roll. Let's see how good you get. And because I didn't mention it before, Vera can help you with tech, post tech.
Okay.
What? Am I rolling something?
Yeah, you're like, whenever she brings something up, you're like looking at reviews and parsing the technobabble for her. Oh yeah, you find a place that literally sells nothing but explorers. They sell both ground wheeled explorers and grab vehicle ones, and their website even has a thing where you can go through and customize exactly what you want installed on your explorer.
Oh, we can like pre-order from here, computer.
Yeah, you could pre-order.
Cool.
Are there
we'll do
internet
that.
briefing fees like nonsense movie theaters?
I hand the controls to Vera and I say, make it.
What was that?
They see it. They see a TV commercial with some mumbling beta male saying, "This is the way grab vehicle buying should be."
Face pop.
But all the vehicles are are shown, like when they show you the picture of the final product, the bare bones Grav Explorer that you're buying, it's all chrome, and it's just got this little symbol on the side with a picture of a magpie.
So
Look,
you
they
can
got
get
a
any color
customized
as long as it's
catalog.
chrome.
Hmm?
So you can get any color as long as it's chrome.
Yeah.
And what did you say, Zariana?
I said, look, Vera, there's a customized catalog. Have at it. Also, see if you can find a way to put a name or something on it. Boys aren't here, so I figure we can name it and just tell them that that's the way it came, if they don't like it.
What do we want to call it?
They do have a thing for an extra like 200 credits. You can get like your company logo put on the side and name and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe something from home? Or something generic, like Wayfarer. Ship is called Pathfinder.
The price varies depending on like on the type of paint, like stuff that will survive up from anything from like regular stuff that you just put on normal cars to stuff that will survive laser blasts if it doesn't burn through the armor.
Brain's still on the name stuff. What?
Well, we could pick something from home, or we could do something generic like Wayfarer or Sojourner. Fireblaze. Or the Voyager, the Rogue.
It is an
Marauder.
explorer. Goes out where the ship can't. Explore stuff, find stuff. Seeker?
How about Shade Seeker?
Didn't catch that. What?
Shade Seeker.
Shade
know.
Seeker?
Yeah, we're gonna put it in places that are shady and hidden. Go to the places that no one else will go. Or Shadow Seeker.
And if you don't get like any special add-ons installed, like it's just all cargo space. So you'll have.
Yeah, what were you saying about the add-ons and stuff?
Well, if you have more money, you can get add-ons.
Right.
There's stuff like.
Any add-ons we're gonna have to do out of our own pockets.
Yeah. There's armor plating, battery reserve, cargo space, which is free, and what you get by default for all the mass links. Compact outpost, crash pod, engine boost, environment, air, environment, ground, environment, space. There's a nice thing that lets you drop it from orbit and descend. So you probably also want environment space with that, but this is all way out of your price range. There's microfusion plant, small and large. Both of those probably out of your price range. I don't know. Maybe if you both combined, you could get a small one.
Or we could either, for the small on the low end, we could increase the vehicle's amount of power, or we could add a hidden cargo space. Probably should add the extra power though.
No, I don't think that's for that kind of vehicle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the small wouldn't allow your vehicle to not need fueling. If you could afford the large, your large vehicle wouldn't need fueling. But because it's a large vehicle, you'd need a large microfusion plant. But then you wouldn't need power packs ever.
I was just looking at the power system medium.
Oh, power system medium.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so
you can get that
I
for 5K.
I'm looking at things that are only 1 or 5. I'm not looking at anything
Yeah.
more.
Welcome back.
Up to you. My part in this is to deal with the guys when we get there. You're the one who needs to design this vehicle. Just remember that any add-ons we put on, it's going to be you and I paying for it. And I have other things I wasn't planning on getting.
Do you have the Engines of Battle on PDF, Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, on page
7.
7. I scrolled too far to get to the bottom of the page.
This is not a long document, is it?
No. It's almost entirely deals with vehicles. It's only 42 pages. Armor plating is not a bad idea. It will protect your purchase.
What you thinking?
I mean, this thing is basically a supersized APC if you put armor plating on it.
What exactly is the detail on the battery reserve?
One moment.
Trying to parse out the information on this, and it's buried in there.
It'll give you 240 hours of steady operation if you tap
Ah,
a community or ship's power supply to store energy. So basically, you plug it into the ship and it can operate for 240 hours without a Type B power cell. And it only takes 5 minutes plugged in the ship or municipal grid for each hour of operation. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, since we have our own ship.
And it's like nearly a week, if not a week. I'd have to do the math of operation. Rather than 6 hours for every Type B power cell you throw in it.
240 hours? That's
About 10 days.
That's 10 days.
Yeah, it's over a week.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. Trying to figure out how long that needs to charge it. My calculator.
$1,200 minutes to charge it fully.
That's about 20 hours.
Yep, so nearly a full day of charging, and it will last for 10 days.
Pretty good.
And it gives the rules for simply getting an hour of charge out of it. Which
Yeah,
means
it's
you don't
partial
have to do the
charge.
full charge to get some time out of it.
So that's what you want to get?
Yeah, if we're gonna be going exploring for who knows how long, rather than having to stock a bunch of separate batteries.
Can I, even though I'm not there, can I say stuff?
I mean, yeah, we can just assume that you gave them that you told them some things you would like.
According to the rule book, Type B power cells cost $100 each.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're big.
if we had 40 of them, that would power the ship for the thing for the same amount of time as the battery reserve for $1,000 less.
You'd also have to store them, though.
Right. I'm just telling you that so you can make a better informed decision.
Thank you. I'm letting you make this decision, Eagle. You're the one that's going to be maintaining it. I'll pay for half of anything up to 5K. Past that, I'm not buying it.
If you decided to buy a battery reserve upgrade for the thing, you might be able to convince Toribio to contribute money for that, to at least partially reimburse you for it.
Also, as a side note, in the payments thing, I made a 7,000-ish credit stockpile for ship maintenance that we might be able to pull some from that. Also.
Armor plating also wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
You could get both.
And now I'm starting to get the feeling the GMs are trying to bankrupt us.
No, just pick one. Just one. I think the battery reserve is probably our best bet, but
Yeah.
it's
I
up to
would
you.
agree.
Don't want to have to fiddle with all the extra batteries and stuff.
It gives us broad versatility in operating.
It's true.
Yep.
And more room to store the other stuff we are planning on packing.
Besides, empty air makes much better armor anyway.
What?
When the shots come, don't be there.
Or shoot the people trying to shoot us first.
So yeah, battery reserve.
Okay, that will be an extra 5K for a total of 40,000.
Okay. That's minus 250 to each of us. Or 200, 2,500. And we were going with Shadow Seeker, right?
Yeah, maybe. I'm still not quite sure about it.
You just see you guys sitting at a bench with Vara on her comp pad, just scratching your chin, wondering what to put input for the name.
What about the Blazecraft?
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
But what?
Sounds like a really dull version of Minecraft.
The Raider? The Anomaly. Andromeda?
I am being distracted by YouTube links and weird names in the chat here. What?
Ignore it. Ignore it. Focus. The Vortex.
Ooh.
Yeah, we ignored all your face palmings in TeamSpeak when we were trying to buy stupid guns.
The Vortex Wave or the Vortex Sojourn Seeker. No.
Fly.
No.
You gotta bring all the songs back, man. What do you think? We got other shopping to do. We gotta come up with a name. Call it the Vortex 3000.
Just take,
What?
we could take a break and let you guys figure the name out over the break.
I think Mazak wants a break.
Oh, that's what we're doing. Have a name by the end of the break. 10 minutes.
I have a suggestion.
What?
Shoot.
Francis.
What about Earl? We can call it Earl. Or Dora. We can call it
Barry, did you get the joke?
Dora.
Head desk.
Yes. If it's where I think you're, if it's what I think you're referencing, yes.